Hey people, Dan Max Out Performance, max out every day. It's Sunday. I just about finished up with this Jeep, and I've never had it up on a lift. And I put it up on the lift, and now I feel bad for the guy, but let's take a look. So you've seen this. I put it in other videos. Really cool Jeep. If you're into old military Jeeps with these massive tires, size is it 16-inch tires. I mean, this stuff is real serious, heavy duty. I mean, it seemed like a perfectly good, solid truck. But then, my heart went in my stomach. Let me get a flashlight and show you what's going on. I don't know how much this guy paid for this. I mean, if you're just driving around town, I guess everything would, I don't know. I mean, it's got its leaks. I mean, it looks like oil. Maybe the rear main seal is leaking. I mean, for a vehicle like this, it's really not worth taking it apart. And I mean, he drives it maybe 5 or 6 weekends a year, so it basically just sets. So I mean, just add oil, put a pan underneath it where you park it in your driveway or in your grass, and go from there. But I mean, you can see the size of these brakes. It's just insane. You know, I believe these are Dana's. Yeah, I can see the little Dana stamp. You know, the ball socket steering instead of ball joints and stuff. Real big monster tire. So anyways, I'm walking down this side and I'm like, yeah, this is not bad. I mean, it's got some rust. I mean, I think it's a 1940 something. I mean, it's gonna have rust. And the frame looks okay. I'm looking around, and then it happened. I looked and I went, oh wow, that's pretty rotted. So I went over the other side and looked at this side, and this side looks perfect. So I said, shit. And I looked and I went, what's this brace for? It's for the transfer case. And it's just about falling out. So I was like, all right, no big deal. That's just a piece of steel on the inside of the frame. And then I run into the other transfer case mount. I looked at it and it's like curved. You see how it's curved? And this one's straight, and I'm thinking, is that by design? And then I looked and I'm like, no, I can see the stress on the metal. So it must have bottomed out at some time. And then it tore it away from the frame. So I look at this line underneath these two mounts, and I'm like, shit, you know? I said, well, maybe I can weld a piece of metal in there, and I'm like, oh, this is getting deeper than I ever wanted to. And this is the main bed frame. It ties it together. This part is okay. This part is starting to break away. Sorry about the lighting. It's kind of hard to So then I walk around to the outside. The outside doesn't look bad. You know, I'm like, all right, well, and then I see this. That's the main part of the, we'll call it the C channel of the frame. And it isn't just cracked. It's cracked, obviously. But cracks don't twist. And that's what's happening. This transfer case and being mounted like that, it must be twisting the frame. And then I come over here and I see a little rust spot and I push and my finger goes through it. I have no idea what he paid for this. I mean, I think he's had it a long time, but this just absolutely sucks for him. So, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if this guy's got the money for it to even take on this kind. What a shame. What a shame. I mean, it can be fixed. Should I fix it? I don't know. You know, it would definitely be months and months of work. Somehow I'd have to cut pieces out and weld pieces in, and to be honest with you, I'm not in the frame restoration business. Other than that, the truck is beautiful, and the only thing I can think of, I mean, look at that twist and how that broke. Sad. I mean, it's not a Hemi Cuda, it's not a 454 Chevelle, you know. It's not a Boss Mustang, but it's somebody's dream truck, and I don't know. All right, well, I'm really bummed out. I mean, it's not even my truck and I'm bummed out. You know, I feel bad for the guy who owns it. I'll have to figure out something. I mean, I can fix it, but I mean, thing is, do I want to take on a project this big and basically tie up one bay in my shop for probably 1, 2, 3 feet of frame replacement, piece of frame. You know, I'm obviously not gonna cut that chunk of frame out. I don't think you can even get a chunk of frame. So I'd have to get plate metal and cut a chunk out, weld a chunk in, cut a weld out, weld a chunk in. All right, so that's I mean, this truly, I mean, excuse my French, but this sucks. You know, this really sucks. Anyways, let's go to happy times. Not so happy. Pit bike with its new plastics, and I'm not liking the way they're fitting, so I went on the YouTube, and that's one of the original pieces of plastic, and they show you how to clean them up and buff them out. So I'm going to take one of these pieces. I'm going to wet sand it and wherever I put it. Wet sand it and yeah, see that kind of looks silly. I mean, it looks good here, but that shouldn't cup up. And I have all the original plastics, and I pulled the sticker off, and you can see how shiny that is. So maybe I can bring this stuff back. Stay tuned for the updates. Have an awesome day. I'm going to soothe my sorrow for this gentleman. It's 1:15. It's Sunday. Normally we'd be watching football, but I'm not watching the NFL anymore. I'm not dealing with all the politics. It's supposed to be a sport, and now it's all politics. So, you know, I can get more things done in here than to sit on my butt on the couch and watch spoiled little overpaid guys bitch and cry about how the world is running or being run. All right, enough of that crap. Have a good day. Bye.